Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
from the gun on third down. Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
There we go now.
Again, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards.
There we go. Green. Black 58. Right. Ace.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
These two.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion now is Lee. Now Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. In motion now is Lee. Throwing now is Bortles. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, I want to slip in some playoff picture talk here. AFC side, you got the Patriots and Steelers. They seem to be clear at the top. It gets pretty muddled after that, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And we talked last week about the AFC West. Remember the beginning of the season? Seemed like the best division in football. Maybe 3 teams could go to the playoffs. Well, it's no longer the best division in football, but it's still going to be a heck of a race for who's going to win it because Kansas City leads at 6-5, but no one's hotter than the Los Angeles Chargers right now. The last 2 weeks, they've just dismantled teams. And the Oakland Raiders are just a game out, despite the fact they haven't had their best season. So the AFC West, they're not going to get 3 in. Probably only going to get 1, but what a race for that 1.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. James Harrison able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play at that time.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. James Harrison in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Slot man moves right. Play clock winding down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, it's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a first down carry by Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Back now in Pittsburgh. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Telvin Smith in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll try again with Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. In motion right is Bryant. Here's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
To return it is Corey Grant. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Bortles now on first down. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Play fake. Bortles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Throw.
In motion now is Lee. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And the wideout in motion. Now Bortles, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he brings this one back. It's a pick.